is the Livid Lash Workshop, where hustle meets business.
In this scene, we will be reviewing how to set up for practicing lash extensions. First, you shake your adhesive. Most of the time, you're supposed to shake the adhesive for at least 60 seconds to make sure that it's mixed properly. And you only need about 1 or 2 drops of adhesive. If you use too many drops of adhesive when you are using the ring, the adhesive may slide out of the cup, but for the most part, if you use 1 to 2 drops, no matter which way you twist your hand, the adhesive won't fall out. So here I am picking up a strip of lash extensions, and I'm going to place them on the back of my hand. Some people have the method where they would like to stick it on the top of the client's forehead, but I personally think that the hands are the most sanitary place to put them because you wash your hands before and after servicing the client, as well as using hand sanitizer in between. Here I am using primer. Primer is used to remove any oil, dirt, or debris from the lash extensions, or also from the natural lash line before you apply the lash extensions. With the microfiber tip brushes, I am gently pressing on the front and the back simultaneously of the natural lashes to remove the dirt and debris. This part is very important because if you do not do it, your lash extensions will not adhere to the lash extension adhesive and the client's lashes will fall out. You want to make sure that you place your microfiber tip brushes on the side just in case you might have a removal after. Here I am using a lash fan just to dry the primer that I have applied. I'm getting ready to apply the lashes, so I grab my tweezers. I use my dominant or my writing hand in order to pull the lash and apply the lash to the natural lash. If you notice, the tweezer that I have is not like the typical curved tweezer or the ST15 tweezers that most people use. This is used and formulated specifically for lash extensions. So this tweezer is shaped so that I can easily isolate each natural lash. Isolation is key. If you're just stacking lashes on top of the natural lash, that's not going to work. Your client's lashes are going to fall out. But if you isolate the lash, which means you get the one natural lash by itself, you can apply the lash extension directly to it. And that's what creates the natural look, the one by one technique. A lot of novice lash artists make the mistake of applying lashes next to each other. You want to make sure that you're jumping around the areas of the eye, which means you may place one on the left, then place one on the middle, and then place one on the right. Because if you're placing the lashes side by side, the adhesive dries really, really quickly, and you just want to prevent them from getting stuck together. It's very well possible that on your first try of doing lash extensions, you can get a perfect set, but it would take you about 6 hours. As time progresses, your speed will pick up. And eventually, it'll only take you 1 to 2 hours to finish a full set of lash extensions. And I'm getting ready to isolate the lash, but before I do that, I get the lash by itself and then I actually coat the lash. Coating the lash means I drag the lash extension along the natural lash to make sure that I'm coating the entire natural lash to make sure that that adhesive adheres properly to the lash extension so that it will last the 8 weeks that normally lash extensions last. Most lash extension adhesives retention is 8 weeks. I hope this demonstration was really helpful and effective in showing you some of the ways to practice applying lash extensions, but please stay tuned and check out more information for our live in-person workshops. In this scene, I'll be demonstrating microblading, microshading, or ombre techniques. I've already created my outline. I'm just going to go in and start shading. When I'm doing micro shading or ombre brows, I like to start with concentrated strokes on the tail of the brow. Concentrated strokes, which are strokes that are elongated, make for a darker shade. As you move toward the center of the brow, to create the ombre look, you need to make less concentrated and more elongated strokes. People always ask what's the best way to hold the tool. The best way to hold any tool is the same way that you hold a pencil. As I'm moving toward the center, my strokes are becoming less concentrated and more elongated. I am also lifting the blade more as I come toward the center. This is what creates the ombre look, where it's darker toward the tail and it's lighter and it starts to fade toward the center of the brow. I'm speeding through the first pass. In order to get a perfect look, you have to do several passes, which means that you have to shade the brow more than one time. You will miss some spots of coverage, but in order to see this, you need to wipe the pigment that is already there that you did in your first pass away to see what you will be doing in your second pass. Some clients prefer combo brows. What are combo brows? It's a combination between the original technique, which is microblading, and microshading. Microshading is when you use the tattoo machine, but microblading is when you use a pen with 5 to 12 blades on it. The 5 to 12 blades is held with a hand tool. The hand tool creates the hair-like strokes, which go in the center of the brow. When you're creating the hair-like strokes, you want to make sure that the hair strokes go in the same direction that they would naturally. Toward the center of the brow, the hairs naturally go in a vertical position and not horizontal. They go directly up and down, and as you go toward the middle of the brow, they start to slant in a horizontal direction. So now that you've gotten a sneak peek of our demonstration for microblading and microshading, we want to show you the actual content that we have for our workshops. We show you the difference between microblading, microshading, and combo brows. We show you the healing process. We show you the skin types and skin conditions according to the Fitzgerald scale. We give you information on products and needles, U-blades, curved blades, multiple pin blades. We show you the machine choices between the machine and the hand tool. We delve into the pens, pigments, and numbing. and we give you the best information on sanitation and sterilization based on OSHA guidelines. And we couldn't forget brow mapping. Brow mapping is key in achieving the perfect symmetrical look that your client desires. When it comes to microblading, microshading, and ombre brows, color theory and the Fitzgerald scale are key in mastering. We have a fail-proof step-by-step method to brow enhancement. When you look at our students' first-time work, you barely see any flaws. We show you our proven simple 6 steps to microshading brow procedures. Didn't understand exactly what I meant when I said combo brow earlier? Here you have it. You have the microblading, and then you have the combination, which also has ombre shading in it. We have everything you need to get the natural brow hair look your client desires. Touch-up care and aftercare is one of the most important concepts when microblading and microshading because it's completely unpredictable how a client heals. You want to make sure that you have your consent forms filled out properly. We give you information on consent and documentation that keeps you from getting sued. The biggest component to what we do is branding. You can learn all of these concepts, but if you do not brand yourself properly, there's no way that you're going to make a return. We want to make sure that you receive a return on your investment by showing you how to target your market. In this scene, we'll be telling you a little bit about our body contouring workshop. Here we have the table of contents, which shows briefly the different subjects we'll be covering. So what is body contouring and how does it work? There are 4 different kinds of body contouring. All body contouring focuses on the lymphatic system. There are 3 major functions of the lymphatic system. Lymphatic facials. These facials focus on drainage points and massage directions, like shown in the picture and in the video demonstration above. We cover benefits, frequency, and health conditions, safety risk, and machine choices, as well as machine commonalities and the basic buttons exit, stop, and work. A 30-minute booty session is equal to 2,000 to 2,500 squats without the gym, the sweating, and the sore muscles. All of these methods are non-invasive. Very similar to liposuction, but without all of the guts and gore. There are different machine modes, and there are different places where you should place the paddles in order to get the achieved look your client wants. Ultrasound cavitation, or the 40K wand, is one of the most important tools to use in the body sculpting. Radio frequency and skin tightening therapy is also included in your 6-in-1 or 9-in-1 machine. We cover the 3 different types of radio frequency: face, body, and tripolar. For different clients, there are different results, but in all of these pictures, you can see progression. There are different vacuum and cupping therapy machines that are used to accentuate certain parts of your body. The vacuum therapy machines have different intensities and different suctions for breast lifting, face lifting, and booty lifting. Coconut oil should always be placed in the area that's being worked on. Tight skin could cause cracking from being dry. The oil prevents any issues with the skin during these procedures. There are different types of bars. The different types of bars indicate the different type of cavitation on certain parts of your body. Safety and sanitation is always a must and is covered in every single workshop we have. If you're interested in our workshop and our actual content, You can purchase our books at lividlash.com/shop. We let you know the different packages that you can market to your customers.
Hey, I came to Livid Lash Extensions with Ashley from St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to Detroit to learn to better myself in microblading, lash extensions, and eyelash tints. What I plan to get out of the class is to be an expert at it, so bang it out, take it to St. Louis, and bang it out in St. Louis. Everybody always be complimenting me about my eyebrows and things like that, so I decided to maximize it and try to be the best at everything. So I'm expecting to get out of this class how to perfect everything and be perfect at being that eyelash, eyebrow, and eyelash extension person.
Hi, my name is Legina Hall. I had a great experience with the first class. I learned a lot. I feel that Ashley is a great educator, a great teacher. And this second go round, I'm here to pick up more experience, learn a new technique to body sculpting, and also to freshen up my skills on lash extensions. So I feel like this is a great experience, a great opportunity, and I'm looking forward to what's next.